Namaste and welcome.
Namaste.
Thanks for joining us today for meditation. And thanks, Connor and Engage, for hosting us. Today, we will continue our mindfulness adventure and introduce us to Sheik Nasruddin. This is going to be a fun meditation that enables us to understand how better to search for the one thing we want. But before we begin, let's make sure we've turned off our cell phones and watches so that they don't beep and make you go through the ceiling when you're meditating. Okay, good. Okay, Sheik Nasruddin was a pious yet bumbling mullah in ancient 15th century Turkey, allegedly. Sheik Nasruddin has been used as a comical teaching tool by the saints and sages of yoga for centuries. And today, he is going to teach us about his key. Now, imagine that you're in an ancient, bustling village in Turkey on a blisteringly hot, sunny summer day. And you walked into this village and you find Sheik Nasruddin on his hands and knees, crawling around in the heat of the noonday sun on a dusty road, searching for something. Being the compassionate person you are moved to help. Sheik Nasruddin, you said, what are you searching for on your hands and knees in the heat of the noonday sun in the middle of the road? And the mullah replied, for the 10th time this month, I've lost my key. And if I don't find it, my wife is going to tan my hide. Oops. Well, let me help you then, said you, wishing to try to help save Nasruddin's holy hide. And so you both start searching on your hands and knees in the dusty road in the heat of the noonday sun. And before long, Connor comes along. And Connor asks, what are you and the mullah searching for? Crawling around on your hands and knees in the middle of the road in the heat of the noonday sun. And always willing to be of help, she said, okay, I can help too. Let's all join in the search. And one by one, all of the members of the village come out and join in the search. Noni is there. She's crawling around looking for the key, and Lisa, and then Betty and Susan, and Tess comes along and she starts crawling around, and Joan and Kim, Marjorie and Jamie, and John and Ray and Nancy. And the whole village almost is there, crawling around on hands and knees in the heat of the noonday sun, searching for Nasruddin's missing key. Finally, Liz walks up to this crowd and says, Nasruddin, peeps, what are you up to? Crawling around on your hands and knees in the heat of the noonday sun in the middle of the road. And they explain, we're helping Nasruddin find his missing key. If we don't find it, his wife will tan his hide.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
But you've all been out here looking for so long and you haven't found it. I must ask, Sheik Nasruddin, may I inquire, where was your key when you last saw it? And immediately Nasruddin replied, oh, I lost it when I was in my basement.
Now you can't hear it, can you?
Right.
But wait, said Liz, if you lost it in your basement, why on earth are you searching for your key out here in the heat of the noonday sun in the middle of the road? Nasruddin, nearly ready to pass out from the heat and the exertion, looked up at Liz and replied, I'm searching out here because the light is better. It's dark in my basement. I would never find it there. Sheik Nasruddin is a metaphor for each and every one of us. And the lost key is a metaphor for the key to happiness that we all seek, we all search for. The sheik was tempted, as we all are, to look outside for something that is not outside. We too look outside ourselves for happiness. And when we find it outside, it never lasts because everything on the outside is impermanent.
True.
And when happiness leaves us, we again look outside ourselves for something else to make us happy. And that doesn't last either. And before long, we've created another mind habit of looking in the wrong place for the key to lasting happiness. We always seek in vain when we look outside for joy, because the source of happiness comes from within us. The source of lasting happiness is within your own mind and heart. Your pure consciousness is the wellspring of unending happiness. And it can be reached in meditation and mindful contemplation. So now we'll meditate together and seek the key to happiness within, and Noni will guide us.
Thank you. First, take a nice, comfortable, upright meditation posture. Your posture is key to the meditation energy rising up through the chakras in the body. So sit as straight as you can, but don't force anything. Place both your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, and then feel the grounding support of the chair and the floor beneath you. Gently straighten your spine upwards and tuck your chin just a wee bit. This will slightly elongate the back of your neck, and the crown of your head will reach toward the ceiling. Gently broaden your chest. Excuse me. Relax your shoulders. This helps to open your heart chakra. Remember, don't force anything. You're supposed to be comfortable for meditation. We don't want anything hurting. Now smile. A great, big, beautiful smile. Go ahead, you can do it. A great, big, beautiful smile. This will help with two things. It helps to dispel any negativity you might be carrying, because when you smile, it's hard to stay cranky or ornery or sad. And the smile will help to relax your facial muscles. Let your jaw completely relax. Allow your tongue to rest lightly on the floor of your mouth. If you haven't already done so, you could please close your eyes and let your eyelids become soft. And now focus on your breath. As you breathe, feel the breath move through your nose, through your throat, and through your chest. And on the out breath, out of your chest, through your throat, and through your nose. So now, please take a deep breath in and let it out slowly and fully. Take another deep breath in and let it out slowly and fully. And one more time, A deep breath in and breathe out long. And then please return to your regular rate of breathing. Please scan your body for any part that feels restless or painful or tense. We'd like you to take some time with this. If you find any areas that are tense or restless or in pain, breathe love and peacefulness and tranquility to those parts of your body. Now we'll be using our breath mantra, Hamsa, spelled Hamsa, Hamsa. This mantra follows your breath. It is the most natural way to focus your mind and enter a calm state. This mantra has been going on since when you were born, and it will go on throughout your life. Our job is to link Hamsa with our breathing. So please silently repeat. You okay? Please silently repeat hum on your in-breath. And silently repeat sa on your out-breath. Again, hum on your in-breath. Sa on your out-breath. Hum on your in-breath. Sa on your out-breath. Please silently repeat after me. I am that essence of true happiness. I am that essence of pure joy. Hum on your in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Again, silently repeat to yourself, I am that essence of true happiness. I am that essence of pure joy. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. If thoughts should come while you're meditating, just let them come. Do not engage with them. Don't argue with them. Just watch them. Observe the thought, and then return to the mantra, Hamsa, and to your breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on your in-breath. Sa on your out-breath. And you can continue in this way as we meditate. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on your in-breath. Sa on your out-breath. And now we'll meditate. So we can take a nice deep breath in and let it out slowly. As you bring your awareness back to the room, it's always good to come out of meditation slowly. Please don't ever set yourself an alarm. You will jump. It's very jarring. You can have a clock nearby and just kind of peek out with one eye and see if you've met your time or not. And if not, then you just can go right back into meditation. Always remember to shake out your toes, your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees before you stand up, because we do not want anyone falling. We want to make sure your legs are wide awake before you get up, whether you're with us or whether you're home alone, especially if you're home alone. So now we've reached the time that's your turn. We want to know if you have any questions, if you've had any insights, if you had any comments, if you have any experiences that you'd like to share from last time we saw you. And please don't be bashful, because we learn from each other's questions, and sometimes you stump us with an answer and we have to go hunting do some research and come back next time. So let's see if you can stump us today. Does anybody have a question? How about you?
An elephant. You?
Well, it was a long meditation this time. And I really liked the metaphor of Sheik Nasruddin hunting outside in a bright light for what's going to bring him happiness, which is to have that key. And it's hard sometimes to decide I'm going to set aside time to sit down and close my eyes and be in the darkness and hunt for the key of happiness.
Yeah.
It's so counterintuitive
It is.
from what we've
really
been raised to do. All of the advertisements on all of the medias are like, buy this, you'll be happy. Buy this, you'll be excited. Buy this, your life will turn around.
I
And
felt that way after my very first meditation,
yes,
December 21st, 1974.
oh, she's had 50 years at this. I've only had 37.
And I said, why did I not know about this before? I mean, I've lived my entire 17-year life to that point
Yes.
without knowing that fourth state of consciousness, deep meditation, existed, let alone that it was there all the time. You could access it readily and easily and
Mhm.
without paying a fortune or running around in the heat of the noonday sun.
True. There are still things that bring us great happiness, especially for me if I'm doing something that's going to help somebody else. So we've been preparing gardens and the flowers are coming up, and then you can share flowers with people or bring them in and enjoy them. And we're going to raise vegetables, and then we can take them around and share them with our neighbors or cook them a meal. So if I have a focus that's serving somebody, then I can find great joy outside.
So that's like waking state meditation.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
walking meditation, as it were. Or
yes.
cooking meditation.
True.
All good.
So in the beginning, when we were practicing prior to our meditation time, I said that the key and the challenge is to link our breath with the Hamsa mantra. And you can do that not just when you sit down to meditate, you can practice that during the day because you breathe all the time during the day. So when I'm driving, I try and do that when all the people are kind of driving on the road on the grass to get around the people on the far right-hand lane.
Yeah,
Or honking on their
it comes
horns.
in handy, doesn't
And the
it?
little old ladies wave. They don't know that they're being given a New York sign. They just wave at the people who honk and carry on at them. So I use the Hamsa mantra when I'm out and about. It keeps me nice and calm and relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works really well in many situations. Anytime I feel a restless or agitated feeling,
Mhm.
I know I can stop that immediately just by focusing on the breath and the mantra, and it dissipates. So it's a good practice in seeing that any unpleasant feeling is temporary, like a little cloud that
Pops up.
passes by if you focus on the breath and the mantra.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now we had our question and answers. Does anybody else have something they'd like to ask?
I do. What
Okay.
what do you do? I'm fairly new to this. What do you do as soon as you close your eyes and then you feel all of the aches and pains in your body?
Mm,
Of
As I
course.
close my eyes, my shoulders were aching.
yeah, that happened to me too. And it can be a challenge. Sometimes it's an itch, and the Zen masters say, don't scratch the itch because then you'll have 20 more. You'll never meditate. But as for comfort, I always say, make yourself comfortable. If it's a change in position you need,
Yes.
do that so that you can then be comfortable and have a nice, relaxing and useful, helpful meditation. It's I find it helpful that if I feel an ache or a discomfort, to actually breathe deeply and send that prana, the life energy from the breath, to that place that's tense. And doing that helps a lot. Also, focusing on the breath calms the mind instantly. So when you have a calm breathing, you have a calm mind, and the mind isn't looking for what's hurting. Because sometimes it does that just as a distraction, because it doesn't like being told to sit still for however many minutes, because it's used to running the show. We listen to our minds all the time, and we believe them most of the time. And
Hopefully not all the time.
yeah, but they're not used to being told to be quiet. It takes a little time, but be gentle with it.
Mhm.
That's the main thing.
You can tell just by listening to the number of years that Tess has done meditation faithfully every single day for 50 years. And I've done it faithfully every single day for 37 years. We wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't some great reward to it.
It's true.
Most people would just say, okay, I'm done. It does take a little while.
It
So we
does.
promise that if you stick with it for,
Well, if it just takes 8 weeks to structurally change your brain,
Yeah.
like 9 different regions of the brain are noticeably different in just 8 weeks. So 8 weeks is a good target. But just to, gently and patiently and with a sense of humor,
yes,
proceed day by day. I find now, because my mind and body are used to my meditation schedule, that when I sit down to meditate, I usually pretty quickly go into a very deep meditation. And when that happens, I lose all awareness of my body completely. So whatever hurts, and it's usually many things by nighttime,
yes.
whatever hurts completely stops sending signals to my brain.
Yeah.
And it's like suspending on a cloud. And it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
It's the best relaxation I can get, I'll tell you. Lately, anyway.
Yeah. Any other questions? No?
What do we got for next month?
Oh, for next month. June 9, a Monday, 1 o'clock here on Zoom. And the topic is Metta Bhavana meditation, which translates as loving kindness meditations. So you'll learn how to be with yourself with loving kindness, and then how to be with others. And you'll learn how to send blessings.
Yeah, it's a beautiful meditation from the Buddhist tradition.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And
we'll look forward to that.
yes, Thich Nhat Hanh is,
Yeah.
is one of our teachers, and Pema Chodron. And so they both have a little influence
On that one.
on that one.
Yes. So we
So-
thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much, Connor, for hosting us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
We hope
Of
you
course,
enjoy the sunshine.
you as well.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thanks,
Namaste.
everybody.